Alright, so I know I played in the update like a couple of hours ago with my friends and all, but I want to show you guys something, or quite a lot of things, in the new update. So apparently, Child Emperor has a mech encounter and battle encounter. So if I were to pick Child Emperor and then have a second player play the same character and then get my alt. They would do like a clash together. Um, also, there's a lot of things that I want to showcase too, like the new skill builder, um, some hidden Easter eggs that I didn't look at, and new functions that are available too, and like some of the other things in the update. But obviously, Child Emperor is free now. Everyone can play him. This is my alt account. Um, he is gonna be the demonstrator for the player 2 encounters, but there's actually three different encounters. We got Suryu and Garou, and then we have Genos and Saitama. That's one of them, and then the Child Emperor one is the third one. So we have three different encounters, which is pretty cool. I haven't seen that in TSP yet, so that's cool. But I'm gonna pull up my mouse real quick, just so I can make it easier to select things. But we do got potato mode, which basically scales down the VFX and all that. Um, all the pirate server stuff, slightly adjusted. It has this new little animation where you select things, and I'm gonna pick all that and activate all this. Alright, so there's the alt. It's free and everything, and then we got music as well. I'm gonna listen to music. So this is pretty awesome. I like it. But let me show you the move. So we obviously know what this does. It grabs the character like that. I think they could have reworked that a little bit, but overall, pretty powerful. Now this one, it basically gives you the blade and you strike all the way down, and it kills and that. For Conquest, it's a actual like death kill, not but like finish move. You grab the character like this, and this pops up. The neck flies. I think it might have, I don't know if it's a kill finisher or like a near finisher, but it does really good damage. And that's what it looks like. Basically like an Iron Man kind of thing. Yep, it kills them. Missiles is like a kind of like a range move. You press it and you can shoot this far, and quite a lot of missiles pop up like that. But the thing is, let me see if I can get my second player to switch the character to Child Emperor, and then pop his ult as well. And I need to get him over here, so let me just go ahead and do that. It might be a little buggy on console, but that's just how it is when it comes to these new updates. And you can jump too, all the mech. And that's the new dash, sides, and back dashes too. And this is what it looks like on perspective. Now, I'm not sure if I remember how it looks like, but if you encounter the player, you're supposed to do like a counter effect. I'm not sure like what it's supposed to do, but like, oh yeah, this is it. This should be it. You basically can have like two mechs fighting each other, and they'll both like interact with one each other based on the amount of like damage they dealt. Now for player 2, they're dead. This is the finisher. Wow, pretty excessive. So that's the interaction there. Now for Saitama and Genos, let me pick Saitama. And it does give you the new notifications too. They kind of updated it and they give you sound effects like this. So that's what it looks like. And then let me get player 2 to be Garou, not Garou, but Genos. And I'm gonna pop my alt just so that I can actually show you how that works. Now I know that settings on console is a bit buggy. I'm not sure if they will fix that, but the mouse will do like that. I'll give awakening and then activate it. This is what it looks like. So if you activate your ult at the same time with the other player, you will basically get the animation, and it works like that. Now the thing is, I'm not sure, is there any differences between the omnidirectional players? Probably not, because it's the same thing. But you can see the entire map completely different from last. Very, very vibrant city. Now for death counter though, exactly the same thing. So if you only pop your ult at the exact same time with the other player, you only get to encounter that animation. So be mindful of that. And now let me show you Surya and Garou's encounter animation. It's a little bit different on the other side, but this is how it's supposed to be. So go ahead and switch to Garou on this side. Bring the other player. And I'll bring the dummy here just in case I'll need something else to prove with. And I'll switch to Surya on this one. There we go. Bring the character. And now if I were to pop my ult and then get the other ult together, there we go. So theoretically, only Garou needs to pop their ult first so they can do the animation. So Surya does not need animation to do that. So if you press Crush Rock while being a Surya, not in close range obviously, but if you're on the long range, you're supposed to get an animation like this. So that's what. And now let me show you the finisher for Final Hunt. It's a meter strike at the end too. So there is the 3 different encounters that you may have missed. There's also a new creator as well. But in order to do that, you need to start doing a tutorial in order to do that. Now, the hardest thing about this tutorial is getting Cosmic Garou, and I'll show you how to get that. So first, Cosmic Garou can only be unlocked being on monster form. So, reset your character, switch to Monster Garou, and then once you get to the point where you need your ult, and you need to erase your ult, you press it, and you see this animation first. That's with a rework. Surprisingly, there's no music anymore. But there's two things you gotta do while in alt form. One, you must press Hunter's Mark. This will trigger one of its own animations for it. Now for the second one, do you see this little symbol right there where Monster Garou has to look at? If you press the third move, it will trigger this animation. This will give him the electric pulse that he needs, and you must do it in a quick amount of time to press it in time to get Cosmic Garou. Then you see this animation of pulling the Cosmic Garou, and you get one of the most coolest transitions ever. This is what Cosmic Form looks like. It gives you 4 additional moves. Some of you might be hard to use this, but let me show you how it works. The first one, you hold it, and it basically triggers a lever that is pulsing through its energy and sucks up the fire to the different universe. And that way they'll kill it. It's a little buggy on this side, but you still get it. Singularity is where you need to get something. Singularity is pretty far in order to use this. So don't press it on where you're at close range to your enemy, otherwise it wouldn't work well. But I'll show you again if you were able to do it long range. Now, Cosmic Garou obviously doesn't last long, even if you put it on Infinite Awakening. So you will have to activate it once in a while, which is very unfortunate. Even though, if you want the ore and music back, you're going to want to activate it again. But you still get the moves. Now for the third move, you hold it like this. And that way you get this charge energy dash, and you'll kill the enemy like that. Now let me bring it back. For the fourth move, you press it, and you get pretty close to your enemy. And this way it will do around pretty decent amount of damage. Around 50%. Now if you didn't hold your H-Bajin, you still can get it, but it wouldn't do too much damage. It would do less damage. And same thing with the first move. If you don't hold it, it will do less damage. But it was still retarded. So that is how Monster Garou works. You basically have to get 1 in 3 moves done correctly, then you unlock Cosmic Garou. And that's how Cosmic Garou works. He is not a separated playable character, unlike Monster Garou. He's pretty much a alter ego to Monster Garou. And it may be a little hard to actually land these moves, but once you do it more often, you'll get more used to it. And the more you get used to it, the more used you'll get to Cosmic Garou. But if you're really worried about lag and performance issues, consider don't play the game too often or you will end up crashing your device. Now the skill builder. The skill builder has probably been revamped quite a lot as of right now. There are probably some new moves as well that I couldn't name of, but I'm probably not gonna cover skill builder right now, but soon enough. But that's the majority of that. So this is character creator as well. So the first tutorial of complementary in order to unlock skill builder is the other 3 are optional. In this tutorial we'll be recreating Shove, a move in the Strongest Battleground inside of a moveset, okay? So the little menu is an asset bank where the place where you can get your build your moves. That's what you see here. You press load, animation, create animation, and you click next. For now, you would be taking Shove from the Bald Hero category. Open Bald Hero. Drag Shove onto the highlighted timeline. So Shove should be around here. So if you press it, Shove, and it clicks on this timeline right here, and that's the full animation. This is the playback button right there, and that triggers an animation. You can also build like custom moves more easily. So if you want to make custom moves based on the exact same moves from the game, you can do that too. So it's just basically like a Blender type platform on a game, which is pretty cool. You can also use the scrubber using the time bar to use the scroll wheel. So that's the timeline of each animation and timeline right there. Select the animation. Click the shove button on the block on the timeline. After clicking a block, this is how it will show in progress. You can look here by selecting its properties. So this is its properties right here. So that's the burst count, delay, and all that. This is where like transitions happen. Here, like you put your fade in, out, pause, duration, and all that. And this is its properties right here. This is how it works. And you can actually modify the original animations as well. Like you can see like different steps of where you want to move, like your body proportions. Which this is the actual like character you can look at and move each proportion right here. And I might have moved mine too far, but you can always zoom in and out like that. But you can always undo that and rezoom in. There we go. So if you push up and down and left and right, that's the body proportion. The toolbox bar opens toolbox. Okay, use toolbox for information, not assets. So there's your tools, body tools, save, redo, all that. And I'm pretty sure that's all the tools right there. And there's your styles right there as well. There you want to pick your style. Let's drop down here. So, let's sing forward. So that's just moving one frame forward, and this is one back. Each triggers each frame by second. So, there's that. No, I'm not sure if I'm going to cover all the tutorials as of right now, but that is pretty much how the animation builder works, as far as I know. But there's quite a lot to that. Now, this is the leave button. And you can always go back to the tutorial if you're really thinking about it, of getting skill build and all that. And build mode is pretty much the exact same thing. Now, if we were to go to a public server, they've revamped the ranking system as well, which I'll show you. So, if you were to click on this one, open ranked, we now get to choose each region. If you want to pick global, and you pick that one. You can outdo up to 3v3s now. So originally you had to do 1v1s or 2v2s, but now you can do 3v3s. And for each rank, we now finally get a representation how much you can do it for. For 100, you can do wolfable threats, tiger threats, demon threats, dragon threats, cosmic threats, calamity threats, and god threats. And that's the representation of each rank for each category. And the hub button is where I'm pretty sure it takes you to the ranking lobby. Now this is the buttons for each mode. So we got 1v1s, 2v2s, and 3v3s. And they're all dependent for each region selected. Now, for me, I tried doing this while playing this game in the update. Sadly, I couldn't get an actual like server match up. So I'm not sure if it's just me or I'm getting issues about this ranking issue, but if you are getting ranking issues, please let me know if I'm doing something wrong. But there's that. It is obviously buggy on launch, but it's what it is. VC servers are pretty much the exact same as before. And oh yeah, they updated the chat to where you can chat globally, which is cool and all. Oh yeah, server lists. We now finally get server lists. We can also create servers, public servers or private servers. We also have custom servers as well. I'm not sure what they have that is significant to other servers, but those are normal servers right here. They're up to 196 servers right here. I think that's the max. And there's currently 1,000 active right there. So, and as you saw, the region is down for here for some reason. I think it's every time I join a different like server, the region I click on is inactive. And if I keep doing this, it doesn't work. Each match on ranked probably doesn't work well, as far as on my end. So, if you're experiencing that kind of issue, please let me know. So, don't try ranked today, as long as you know the issue. But other than that, you can still fight with the same people in the lobby, though. Now, let me show you the new character. Zombie Man. Zombie Man, I'm having a bit of fun with. He's a pretty interesting character to play with at first, but once they update him, he'll be more interesting to use with. So, this is Zombie Man. Now I know I'm seeing walking a bit slow right now, but it's what it is. Let me just reset my character just in case. But we have 4 moves: Grave Maker, Blast Breaker, Point Blank, and Crossfire. My evasive doesn't work though, for some reason. I know I'm the private server owner. I should fix this. Let's see. No dash cooldown. Huh. Okay, so I guess it's just whatever. But let me show you what it does. So for Gravemaker, you're supposed to grab the player right there, but unfortunately it doesn't. It's not working for me right now, but I will put no cooldown. This is what it does. So you grab the player like that, and it slings them down. Blast Breaker is a range move that you're supposed to do. Except my moves don't work right now, huh? I'm not sure if it's an ish me or ish you, but it should work now. Yeah. Whatever, I'm just gonna work with it. But bring the character. So Blast Maker, it's a range move. I'm gonna click. Yeah, I can't click any of the moves yet. I'm not sure why. I think that I need to have my other player leave. Okay, so he left. Okay, and then I'm gonna make a different. Let me go to the same private server that I own, and it should work again. But let me give you some statistics while playing it. So, when it first debuted the update, it reached around almost 1 million players. More accurately, like 900, 10,000, 8,000 players right there. But right now it's 500k. It's still an 80% with 6 million votes, 17 billion visits. And that's cool, no? And this is what the profile icon looks like. It's obviously Child Emperor's mech right there. I kind of wish that they changed the banner icon in the background. But overall, that's what we get from this point. I kind of wish they would bring the ability to have private servers to consoles, but I gotta do this thing on phone, which is very unfortunate. But I'm gonna join it through the phone with player 2, and hopefully it works, so I can show you the character. There we go. Okay, we're back in business. Sorry I'm a little bit sick, but I've been pretty rough with it lately, but it's what it is. Okay, so Gravemaker, it swings the character like that. Now, for the second move, Blast Breaker, it's a ranged move. You can get pretty close to it and it will do pretty good damage like that. Now, Point Blank, you could do this, and it just slings them like that. Crossfire is a counter move, so if I were to have player 2 punch, oh, it's delayed. Never mind. Okay, but I'm gonna show you point blank like that. So it's a medium range move right there. That's right there. Now let me show you the counter. So the impact frames right there. Now the M1s, I think they're interchangeable depending on the first move. So you have dual pistols like this if you're on move number 2. That's what the uppercut looks like, and let me show you the down slam. Okay. There you go. So for press move number 1, he switches weapons like this. So now he has the axe. Now, if I were to press move number 2, he switches weapons again, and he drops the axe like that. So it's pretty much a hybrid weapon kind of guy. And the range works like this, below or underground. Obviously, there's no ultimate as well, but you just get health back. I think they've done combos with Zombie Man before the update came out, as we saw from testers that I'm not familiar with. But hopefully I'll learn the combo soon, once I'll progress more on this update. But I'm not sure we have any finishers yet for Zombie Man yet. But overall, he's a pretty fun character to play with. I like him. So that is that. Not much to go through with the characters right now. Oh yeah, catalog. You can also like look at all moves, maps, animations, all that. Leaders, verifications, items, and all that. Now the skill builder is just the animation program right there. Now obviously if I look back up, performance, potato mode, it actually like completely like scales down the visuals by a lot. But yeah, that's the maximum, probably 1. And you can also do it manually too. Off-screen breaks and all that. Configuration. You can have the menu size by a lot too. You can also have the field of view far from like this, so like you could actually play like this, kind of like a bird's eye view. But the default is 70 as well. But let's change it back to 70, or yeah, it's the minimum and default. Camera height. That's the maximum. And you can go this far. But I'm gonna go back to 0. Track speed. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be doing. Oh, it just basically just tracks your movements with an increased strength. I think it adds a little bit of camera shake too. But if you don't want that, you can just turn that down or turn it off. There's that. Um, you can also adjust shift lock. Shift lock has been completely revamped. You can also add your own image ID to where the shift lock icon is supposed to be right here. You can scale it like that. You can adjust its coordinate and position, and you can switch the access of the catalog there, commands, effects, and the rest is pretty much the same right here. Visuals, audio, email music you can turn off and on, and you can also increase the music too by a lot. But I'm gonna leave it at 2. You can also turn up the ultimate music as well. I'm gonna leave it at 2. Kill sound as well. That's improving. And the sound volume. There's that. You can also do different modes of M1s, like if you want to tap it instead of just holding it. That's your preferred method. Disable companion attacks. That just like reduces the amount of attacks that another player would do to you. Auto skip emotes if you want to skip any kill emotes. That's there. You can also reset these settings or even search them too. For emotes, we do have. I think we have a new emote. So it's no, I don't think it's a new emote because we've seen this before, but they just brought it back in the shop. Oh yeah, we also see the brand new leaderboard pinned in the top, like that. So emerge is 800. This is 400. I think the Robux prices, I think they're slightly reduced a little bit, like 2-3%. I'm not sure. There's that. Now for accessories, nothing to see there. Auras, not much to see here. Titles, nothing to see there. For gifts, nothing to see here. And you can also hide the options as well if you don't want to see all that affecting your screen. And that's pretty cool, you know. Now the character creator tab looks like this. You can also just use different moves from different characters, different moves from different alts. You can type in the name, type in the icon image. So basically, saying you can create your own custom character by like making actual animations or M1s and all that, or you can just select from different characters. There's that. There's the defaults, and there's created ones there. So there you go. That is some of the things that you might have missed in the new TSP update. Now I'm not sure if I did cover like everything, obviously, but I did cover most of the stuff. Somehow you've probably forgotten something. And there you go. So that's that.